So are you also tired of making these unhealthy food choices, especially during winter? Do you feel like it's winning over you and you just have to have that chocolate? You just have to have that cooked food. You just have to have this high fat meal. So today we're going to actually touch exactly on why that happens and what is the connection between the season and the light that we are getting inside of our body towards our food choices. And we're also going to provide with solutions, so stay tuned for that if you want to stay healthy. So also, if you haven't already, by the way, subscribe to my channel just now, give it a big thumbs up, give me some love, and we're gonna get down to the video. And also let me know down below if there's something that I missed or if you have any further questions that regarding to this subject. So first, before we're going to go over to the physiology and how our body actually reacts and responds towards outer stimuli, it's really, really important to understand the necessities of the body and how nature works, how the rhythm, how the cycle of nature actually works, and what actually runs us as humans. All right, so we all know that the day starts when the sun is shining. So when the sun rises in the sunrise, this is when our day starts, really. So when we wake up in the morning and we see the sunlight, it immediately wakes us up. It stimulates our brain and it tells us it's time to wake up. So another thing that we need to understand is also that the sun is the source of energy, of life. So nothing will be alive without the sun. The moon gets its energy from the sun. We get our energy from the sun. We are basically like plants. So plants, when the sun shines, they go and they face towards the sun. I also do the same because I really like the sun, and I think that it's an incredible thing that we get to experience the sun. And obviously without the sun, we wouldn't have been existed. Okay, so the sun is actually creating life. It's awakening things to life. So when it gives you all the energy, all the initial energy that you need. When we don't expose ourselves to the sun, we're actually not providing our energy. We're actually not providing our body with appropriate sun energy. We don't give it a prana, and prana also has the word Ra in it. So Ra is actually one of the names of the sun, by the way. So when we don't get enough prana into our body is going to try and take it from other sources that it knows that will suffice with energy. So the less sun exposure you will have, your body is going to want, it's going to be drawn more in towards the cooked foods, towards the denser foods, towards the high fat foods, because it's trying to get sun energy, right? The thing is that when we eat cooked foods, we're actually not getting sun energy because we are cooking, we are destroying everything that the sun has already created. So raw foods, raw also has the word raw as meaning like sun-fired, sun-cooked foods, is the optimal way to get sun energy, optimal sun energy into your body. So when we don't get this appropriate sun energy from the sun itself, we are going to crave a lot more energy. So your body is being really, really stressed out, right? We also feel like maybe depressed, and we want to suppress our emotions because, well, there's no easy way to say it, but if you live in a cold place, if you live in a country where it doesn't actually have a lot of sun, then obviously your mood is going to be very low. Your cravings are going to be very, 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 really strong. So it's also something that you also need to be aware of. So your body's actually just trying to get its energy from all the sources that it knows. So the more crappy sources it's been exposed to, the more it will be drawn to it when you don't get enough sun energy. All right, so now we're going to get into the solutions. So I also, as I already suggested in a video that I've done before about how to stay raw vegan in wintertime, well, I was suggesting the first offer for you was to just move to the tropics where there's endless sunshine, so you will not have those cravings. Your body will only crave the purest form because it doesn't need extra excess dense energy. All right, that's just another thing that you need to think about. So, all right. Tip number 2, the solution number 2 for you will actually be to, instead of staying stagnant, just start moving around, start keeping your body busy. When you are moving, you're releasing energy, you're releasing your thoughts, and a lot of the times we also crave these foods just because we're bored. We don't tend to actually have a lot of things to do during daytime. We are too much dependent and relying on the phone, we're relying on the screen, we're inside of our jobs. If we don't have a physical job, for an example, that is outside, we are really going to struggle also, of course, into getting this vitamin D or sunlight, the sun energy. And then we're also going to get obviously depressed, and we're going to try to suppress these emotions as well. So what I'm trying to say is that we have to also move the energy, right? So we have to release emotion, which is energy in motion. So when we are in motion, the energy is moving, and it's really easy to release this energy and the emotions that are suppressing out. And also relieve the boredom that we have, because sometimes we just eat out of boredom. It's not because we want to do something, just that we are automatically bored and we think about, what can I do? I can just eat and watch TV. So we can also try and avoid doing that. All right, tip number 3 would be to expose yourself to sunlight. So every day, every minute of the day that you see sunlight, if you have the option to expose yourself to it, even if it's cold outside, I would suggest that you take a walk outside and just expose yourself to the sun, because this is going to really help you with the absorption of the sun energy into your body. It's going to restart. It's also going to help you move, just like I suggested in the previous tip, which was tip number 2. And yeah, well, just go outside and move and get every little bit of sun energy. Do not in any way, just do not wear any sunscreen. It's so unnecessary and it's so full of chemicals. Stop blocking the sun energy from getting into your body. That's the only thing that's keeping you healthy and alive. So please stop avoiding it, right? It's so important. It's so important. Stop being afraid of the sun. All right, so tip number 4 will be something like that. So we said that the primary source of energy is the sun. The sun is giving us the prana. The secondary, as we already said in the beginning of the video, secondary type of prana energy, the sun energy that you can consume, is by eating fruits. Fruits are the things that are closest to the sun, that are going to provide you with the highest energy. They have the most immediate energy that is provided to your body with fructose and glucose, which is your body ultimate with fructose and glucose, which is your body ultimate energy of source of energy. That's what your body is running on. So just for general knowledge, when your body is not getting glucose or fructose, it's going to take whatever you put inside of it, like fats and proteins, and it's going to try to convert it into sugar, which is going to create a lot of residue in your body. It's just going to make it more tired. So just so you know, the more sugar you eat, obviously maintaining the food combining, as I also have a video about that. I'm going to put it right here on the screen, so you can also approach that. But the more fruits, the more amount of fruit you're going to eat during the day, you are going to crave these foods less and less, because you are getting the energy straight up from the sun. And you know what's another advantage? You're not even going to get thirsty, because it has a lot of water, it has a lot of fiber, and it's going to help your skin look great even in winter. All right. Now, tip number 5 would be actually that also, if you feel it stronger, if you feel like you're still craving something salty or something high fat or something cooked during the evening, then just make yourself a sweet fruit meal. That is always working for me. So whenever I feel like I want to have like this gourmet high fat raw vegan high salt gourmet thing, so I always choose the not cooked, oh my god, I always choose the sweet fruit. I take like a smoothie bowl with acai, bananas, and maybe some strawberries to top it all off. And I just eat that and the sweetness. And of course, there's also a day to make it even sweeter, because our body really, as I said on the previous tip, is running on glucose. So always choose the sweet fruit and see that the cravings are just going to go away. You're going to feel way more satisfied. And just eat in the amount that will make you full, that will make you satisfied. You feel, I cannot eat anymore. I got all the energy that I need. I'm good. And I don't need anything anymore. So that's going to be the best tip I'm going to give you. We also have another tip, so stay tuned for that. It's also a very, very important tip, and I've noticed that it doesn't matter how much you're going to keep all the tips I gave you just now. You are probably still going to crave it, the unhealthy foods, if you're not going to maintain the last rule that I'm going to give you, the last tip. So it's very, very important that you do it if you want to maintain healthy. All right, guys. So the next thing that is very, very important for me to explain to you is also that your body works on a circadian rhythm that's actually connected to how nature works with sunlight, sunset. It has certain hours where it works on different parts of your body. For an example, this is the chart of the organs that, according to Chinese people, and you all know they're very, very smart. And it's also been proven scientifically. You can also see that also when you wake up, the first thing that you do, obviously, is just to go to the toilet. And if you don't, it's very, very bad. But the first thing that you do is start eliminating, right? So all the elimination organs are working throughout the night, during the evening. And this is why it's so very important also to not consume a lot of food before you go to sleep. But it's not part of the tip, it's just an extra that I added right now. It's also very, very important to go and sleep on time. So don't overstretch your sleeping hours. Just go to sleep whenever you feel tired. Don't suppress it with watching TV. Don't try to be a lot on your phone. Just try to do something relaxing. And when the evening comes and you feel tired, just wash yourself if you feel the need to. Go to stretches. I do yin yoga most of the evenings. Sometimes I do suppress my emotions in front of the screen. And then I just wake up feeling extremely tired. My organs, my body is also quite bloated because I didn't give it enough time. So one of my organs wasn't working correctly. And it basically overstretched my body, and it's just going to want to sleep and feel very tired, which will lead us to these unhealthy food cravings. So I'm just suggesting that try the best you can to go to sleep, to bed whenever it's time to go to sleep. So you're not supposed to go to sleep when the sun is out. You're supposed to go to sleep when it's dark. So in the evening time, after the sun already set, you have 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. That's usually when you're going to start feeling tired. So take even a walk outside if it's possible, if the weather allows you, and just be in tune with nature. You're going to feel more relaxed. Just make yourself more relaxed and just go to sleep on time. This is so important, guys. When you sleep, your body is doing such amazing things. So when you deprive the body of sleep, you will make really bad choices because your brain is just not going to function well, because it's going to feel the overload that you have going on inside of your body. And you're also not going to feel and look pretty great. So yeah. So if you haven't already, and if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, give it a big thumbs up, make sure to share it with your friends and your family. Comment down below if there's any more topics you want to talk about or just anything in particular. And I'll see you on the next video, and I hope this video helped you.